Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
The Syndra mid that we should know what this is, but we really don't. And I think that's incredible because
I think it's
is it
bottom lane,
Chop?
right?
Like I assume. Well, yeah.
Chovy gets to look to make the big plays. Getting a flash this early is fantastic for the Sylas in this matchup.
Yeah, a little bit greedy for Cryin as well, because he, of course, hadn't teleported back to lane yet and was just overstaying maybe just a little bit as Will is going to come through, but Ming is in position, but Vista's here as well. Facebreaker is decent there from Ming, but First Blood's still going to go down over to Harmwell Life, and immediately it's answered as Chovy falls down. Ming now down to 300, not going to have another Haymaker, and that is going to be another kill to come through from Willa, who was cosplaying as Twisted Fate. And now, still fighting. The flash forward from Wei takes a turret shot as Vista's looking for a deft. Turns up now as the stun comes in onto Gala. He's going to satchel his way out, and I think maybe
Ready for Hanwha.
Exactly. Now you've given over so much gold over to Hanwha. You've given a free kill to a Kaisa. Your double summoners down on the Ziggs, so that upcoming Rift Herald fight is going to be so much more difficult to stomach now as Chovy gets caught.
Yeah, speaking of difficulties, Chovy just going to get burst down.
Oh,
Wei
no.
picks up that kill, almost evens things out, and that is...
Has now a lot of kill threats, and that is really bad for RNG as it kind of keeps Ming in place as setting up a trap here.
Yeah, Wei now going to put down the ward so that he could safeguard out, and Morgan's actually going to be able to find the hook shot to kick back onto Willa to get him out of here. And now Morgan has to deal with three. Wei's very low, but he's still alive for the moment. Is now Chovy going to use that stolen kick to try and get some work done, but immediately he's going to get taken down. It's a double kill now for Xiaohu, as Will is desperately trying to find it, and there's the Heartbreaker finally coming in, and Cryin is now behind enemy lines. Ming's in trouble on the bottom side as well, but does get a double face breaker as Gala's trying to rain those bombs from over the wall. Deft doesn't have the ulti, but will have one more auto attack as he flashes on forward. The Q's going to be there as Solar Flare comes through from Vista. He's got 100 health, but he does not care, and the Ziggs will get taken down, and he's unable to answer.
Oh man, you can see him scratching his head there as well.
Denying it might actually be very helpful here for Harmwell Life Esports, because it means that Xiaohu can't smash down this turret very comfortably. As now Willa, speaking of Xiaohu could be in trouble as Cryan's going to turn up. Willa immediately tries to ult his way out. There's the flash as well, and it is going to be Wei that shuts down the Viego. But now, Chovy comes on in there, finds himself the showstopper. Now he's underneath the turret, wildcard to get yet another plate up here.
It's a Gale Force against a Kindle Gem and a Sheen. And that's not I often use strats of paying limited attention to Morgan. And in this game, I think it's not even been that bad. Doesn't work against RNG as the teleport comes in.
Yeah, Morgan's coming back. Let's see what they can do here as Willa slinks into the mist. Vista's turning up as well. He's got the ultimate at the ready. As Deft is on the bottom side. Solar Flare will connect though. And there's the Everfrost as well. Harmwell Life piling on in. Cryan's already going to get taken down, but they're underneath the turret. And Chovy is immediately going to get taken down. Heartbreaker gets Willa out of there. About an RNG have so many tools to start fights whenever they want to as well. You press Destiny, you decide whether the players are on parts of the map that you want them to be. As there's a kick flash from Wei. Finds himself to Q as well, as now Chovy. Yeah, I don't think Wei wants to fight him underneath the turret. Of course, Kingslayer is still pretty strong.
He's got the
trying to get out of here, yeah. Showstopper still available. There it is, as Chovy doesn't have that Kingslayer back available. Hanwha, they are looking for Shirley. They should be able to lock her down as Morgan's underneath this top outer turret. And I think the punishment might be enough here from Hanwha.
Chovy's like, my showstopper button isn't working. It's not working. I thought I could just get a big shield there. Not going to happen. Not going to get rid of it. Chovy is 0-5-6, a very rare scoreline to see. Only 10 CS up because he's been matching his rotations in bad fights. As you mentioned, Chronicler, where RNG are
from RNG, right? Wei identifying that Chovy, this is not your normal. You're not fed. You can't not try to try and play with me. Goes deep, flashes, has the backup from the rest of his team, and that has also led to them getting that second into this game. I think it's one or two of those mistakes. You don't actually kill Xiaohu, he's going to solo the game. You don't take Gala once he's finished his second item, he's going to be able to. With how fed Wei is,
this looks like a very dead turret. And the other problem is that, yes, Gala got a little bit behind Deft, but he's still going to scale extremely well to help slowly set up these objective fights later on. You so desperately need that Mountain Soul as Hanwha Life Esports.
Well, this is going to flash away here. Willa, the flash being blown is now Wei moving towards the top side of the map. And there is a Chovy here once again. 0-5 right now. As Hanwha, they are counter pushing on the bottom side. They are going to be able to grab this turret. So trading up for the moment.
for this, and after this exchange, I mean, it's just free. Unlike esports, don't even get the chance to take it. And yes, they are going to send Morgan to the top side of the map. Might be able to get that inner turret. That's greedy, that's risky.
So we know our way around the game with a little bit less activity.
Are you talking about the LoL stage?
I might.
Oh, well, it's not happening. This is going to get tagged up. Now going to flash on forward. Finds the Zenith Blade into the backline. As now Morgan dives on in. Cryan's in a bit of trouble as now Ming finds himself on the front line. Mega Inferno Bomb, not a lot of value, but the Camille will still fall. And RNG, they find
the flash on Gala as well as the teleport on Zhao. And I don't know if that in of itself is going to be enough, but considering that no further objective was picked up, that might provide a window for Hanwha and we get towards the Mountain Draker's Vista.
Yeah, immediately the Destiny comes through. 4 members of RNG here, though, and I have a feeling that even though the Leona's pretty tanky, she is still going to die, and indeed she does. Now RNG, figure them out.
RNG is a comp, hold that thought.
Okay, Mega Inferno Bomb just to deny this push into the mid lane. Hanwha's still going to be able to take this one down, but RNG, they do not like it. And now Ming running pretty quickly, but isn't going to be able to find any face breakers or anything onto Hanwha, who are trying to slink their way out of this one. Another back massage comes through from Xiao, who is Deft is going to be able to dash his way out, but Vista has found his way back into the fight immediately. Hanwha trying to dive on forward, and it is Xiao that's taken down. The high priority target is out of the fight, and Chovy.
Ziggs that's scaling up here. This is what's scary for me, is that RNG in those slower fights is going to be so strong.
Yeah, it's so hard playing a dive comp into a Ziggs as well as Wei. Taking a fair bit of damage here. There's a Destiny from Cryan, though, to immediately come through and save the day. Mega Inferno Bomb, speaking of which, that is just going to obliterate Vista. And there's the kick flash onto Morgan. He's going to die as an afterthought as Willa going to flash his way out. Wei immediately following, though, had that resonating strike already coming through. And now Willa.
Because the Drake take pace in this game has been fairly low. We don't even have a team or sword point yet, although RNG about to hit that now, which means that in 5 minutes, that Mountain Sword would be so good against the Hanwha Life composition, because a lot of them...
it's just not a great
They make your
so maybe
joint
it's
take. But RNG trying to look for the engage here.
Yep, Chovy going to use those chains to get himself out. Vista just soaking the Mega Inferno Bomb. Some chains coming through here as now Vista dives on in. The teleport is channeled as Ming finds the engage, but there's no follow-up here from RNG as Wei finally will find his way in there. But Deft is just free hitting from the backline. Wei could be in trouble. That is going to be a Q going to Narnia as now Cryan running away.
Use that Ziggs. Don't just walk straight in. Now we're at a stage where Hanwha Life Esports can rush this Baron down so easily here, and they're going to be the first ones to...
Because they've got a Ziggs, they can explode this turret so quickly. Hanwha, they've got empowered recalls, but it's not enough. The satchel charge just explodes it. The Demolition Man just wanders into the mid lane. Now Vista looking for a potential flank, but
up, losing that inhibitor turret, and they could just walk up, group up perfectly timed for this mountain. Morgan still has a flank angle here, but he's spotted.
They know he's there. They know he's there. They saw him walk up. The pings are already going down.
Yep, the Destiny comes on in there as Deft flies on forward, looks for Gala, but he flashes himself out. Deft goes golden. Now Xiao is in trouble. Immediately the pylon comes on in. Deft gets over the wall as now Willa trying to keep himself alive, but he's not going to be able to. Chovy surviving in amongst 4, but that ain't going to last for very long. As now Deft looking to burst down the Drake, and he does it. But can they actually survive?
This time we see RNG do exactly what they need to. You saw Gala, 1 Q takes about a quarter away of the quarter of the health bar away from Morgan. Here the same thing. If Zhao throws a Colin, you don't actually need to go all in. You can play it slower, play it a little bit back, and with the amount of damage with the items you have right now, it's up to Hanwha again to make a play, and they're going for it.
Yeah, Morgan looking for that flanking teleport. Who's he going to ulti as Vista flashes, grabs the solar flare, and in comes immediately out of nowhere Morgan, and he's going to be able to go down to his GA, keeps himself alive. That is 2 kills now for Chovy. Can he save this KDA is the real question, as now Hanwha chasing after the remaining 3 members of RNG. Vista not quite sure which way he wants to go, and Deft is the call here as Hanwha Life have started off. It goes down extraordinarily quickly. Deft does so much damage. It's at 3,000 health, and RNG aren't going to be able to take it. That's going to be secured by Deft of all people. A great face breaker, but Ming, again, no follow-up whatsoever as now Xiao gets himself in there. Going to be able to grab the Camille, who didn't have that GA as you knew. And Wei now finding that pick off. as it's unfortunately the Viego that is going to go down. No resets this time around as the chains are flying around, but it's always a numbers advantage here for RNG, and Chovy once again going to get taken down.
I think to defend this base.
Yeah, he needs to kill all the minions. Otherwise, it should be RNG just being able to push on forward. There's 20 seconds on the next member of Harmolife Harmor to actually come up as Death goes into the supercharger, but there's the exhaust. Goes down to his GA. I guess it's not quite over just yet, but he's in amongst 4, and that is going to be that RNG. They pull Harmolife apart, they give them a Baron, and then take them.
Against the Lee, against the Camille, I quite like it, but Armored uses Flash.
Can they chase this one down? Will he have Hop available? We haven't actually seen it, as there's the hook shot. He just pops off the wall. Tries to find the minion. Tarzan gets underneath the turret, though. He's got the safeguard, and that is a very simple first blood.
We've got Scuttle Crap on top side, feeling a little bit safer than you should.
I mean, you connect the Q here as well there as Tarzan, and you just know it's a guaranteed kill.
Well, they're looking to try and answer it here as Ale's going to get taken down to half health. The Gnar is going to get flashed as Tactical Sweep comes through, dodges all of the skill shots. The Wallet finds it in the end, though. One way! Humanoid needs it. He flashes forward, and then we're tanking up the turret beautifully. Oh, calculated there from Humanoid, who's in between these turrets, and no one's actually coming to try and take him down. Yeah, that is going to be the execute, and so Mad do manage to get away with the heist.
That was actually really well played. It's not over yet.
Okay, Icon moving his way up. Can he find the scatter is going to be the question. No flash for Amit still, of course, as the Dark Sphere is going to come through. Okay, Ultimate comes down. That's some gameplay. And Ala's going to pick up the kill there onto Elyoya.
So in the long run,
to get to that point where she can be a big threat in the side lane. Yes, got some plates and was able to get that kill earlier on.
And you're like, there's the guy. There's the guy that we all know and love. And the Gnar is working out the same way, at least for now.
And it's showing again, Mad Lions had the opportunity to ban the Gnar, or ban the Camille rather, right? And they were like, no, we have faith in Armor to navigate this matchup, and so far, that faith has truly been rewarded. Again, he's pushing up far, but that Gnar bar is almost full.
Yeah, Iwandi. Ale's at 200 health right now. The hookshot comes down. That's the Gnar. There's the wallop as well. And he just picks up the kill. Launched himself into the waiting arms of the Mega Gnar. And Amit's not done. Humanoid's tanking up the turret for the moment. There's the flash after the boulder toss. And Amit's now trying to make the great escape. Icon will have some Dark Spheres, but he's pretty slow now. Pride heading towards the bottom side of the map as well. As we can see, the Rift Herald pops down. And that is going to be the rest of this turret. Pretty textbook, but you love to see it as in goes Elyoya. Maybe didn't really want to, as he just explodes. So, as I say, textbook.
They got an LNG kind of playing into into Armit's hands on the top side of the map. When Armit is going to be the one who has to manage his own Gnar bar around objectives, that's when it gets a little bit more complicated.
Ooh, Humanoid not going to face check Tarzan, but now if he walks towards it, he's going to be in trouble. That is the flash kick into the wall. Hextech Ultimatum comes down, and that bullet is going to secure it there by Light. Armit teleports forward, but doesn't really find too much more. Wind becomes lightning. Is going to whip as Ala going to get out of the way of the hook, but Iwandi not going to be so lucky, and Amit's just going to get taken down. Not enough members of MAD, and a lot of LNG down here towards the bottom side.
And this is the ultimate scenario for LNG. It's one by one. You can pick them all off. This is where you are at your strongest, and
yeah, another flash out here as Kaiser is down to just a sliver, and Icon's just going to throw an orb at him, and that will pick up the Thresh as Kazi in her den, and then immediately pops back up again here on the top side of the map.
This ends up being a little bit of extra value going over the top side of the map. The question is, can LNG deal with this? They do have Iwandi up here, but I think this is just going to be another
kills as well in terms of just CS. Not a lot to be done there for LNG.
Yeah. And let's have a listen to Aito Sakawara. We are supposed to be in class, but here we are supporting the Lions. Hashtag mad.
Might not be a coincidence, especially if you're in Europe.
That's looking good.
Well, let's see whether this team fight is going to work out. As Kaiser going to get slowed down. It's a good play to stop the re-engage. Lands the hook, but Light only going to take half of his health bar. The Ignite ticks down.
So you're just going to get immediately blown up.
It's also the the Gnar bar exchange is. Speaking of Gnar, it's going to be chunked down a little bit here.
Yeah, Tarzan. Going to get in position, but yeah, Elyoya is going to be there as well. Q is going to miss, and Icon took a turret shot. He didn't want to do that. as now we will have Mega Gnar, so that's going to keep Armit relatively healthy. Icon's going to go golden, but I think this is a see your death moment as Kaiser moves his way up. Icon, relative safety right now as Iwandi's going to come through here. The Camille in the meantime is going to grab a solo kill onto Humanoid as Tarzan falls down as well as they go for the dive. The curtains have been called and Kaiser is going to answer them.
Not about Mad's ability to fight over objectives.
Yeah, I think it's more how they move around the map and go for these skirmishes. If they are in a 5v5 river situation where they actually do have vision of LNG, gold still even. But this next fight is going to be pivotal. It's going to be, one might say, make or break, if you haven't heard that enough yet. Because if you do fall behind here and you give LNG...
The river, Ale looking for a potential flanking opportunity. This control ward, frustrating for LNG, but they're still just going to start off this Drake.
Armit just wants to auto-attack anything he can right now to get that bar up. That's one tool that they don't have that they so desperately need to 5v5.
Yeah, and Icon's actually the one flanking here, as the Scat of the Week is not going to find any value at all. It is going to be Tarzan locking down the Drake as Iwandi going to go golden. He's very low, and the Moonlight Vigil is going to miss, unfortunately, but Kazi still flashes forward for the kill, but he sacrifices himself for it. It's not what you want, as now Humanoid's going to follow suit as well. It's a double kill for Light as the curtains. Kaiser once again going to suffer their wrath as LNG now look to push towards a potential Baron, maybe? They were moving towards the area, but they decide just to take this turret first.
And LNG, if you get the Drake there and you lose a fight, don't lose it.
Look at the damage there for Armit. 300 in that fight does nothing because all he could do is auto Icon. Icon completely zones him out. That was basically a 5v4 fight, and I mean, this is
of course, actually it was 2. Both of the bottom lane towers were taken, but it was taken relatively late, right? This gold lead could absolutely explode.
I like
as
this.
Mad. Yeah, they're wanting to try and create a little bit of a gank rush, and that's a beautiful hook. Trying to deny it there and keep himself alive for a little while, but 4 versus 1. Not going to like those odds. LNG realizing there's 4 people topside. They're just going to be able to take down this inner turret.
Yeah, and they can even potentially push for more. There's no teleports here on the top side of the map. There's no angle they can really teleport to punish this, so LNG are going to be able to get away with this, and for really no cost. There's no objective up right now that they can, of course, take while they have that.
To face into engaging can be a little hard. Shove 2 waves into the turret, so that's feeling good, but now they're going far forward.
Yeah, looks for the Gnar, only finds it onto 1, but maybe that's going to be enough. Now, Tarzan does have the best item in the game in the stopwatch and going to go golden for a little while. Flashes come out as the curtain call and is coming through as well. Good play once again, but there's the ulti to come through from Ale. But is he too far forward is the question. The answer's no, says Icon as he's on a rampage now. Throws down the gameplay button, and that is a triple kill out of nowhere. Tarzan's going to answer another one, as actually it's Light that picks that one up for, I believe, the full house. And that is going to be only Humanoid left standing.
The stopwatch usage of LNG has been insane this game. Every time I think that, Matt, they've done it. They found someone, stopwatch comes in time and time again, and they're going to push for the win here.
Yeah, that's going to be the first Nexus turret being taken down. Humanoid, no answer whatsoever. We'll call that the unofficial quadra kill as Icon feeling fantastic in this game, and LNG going to pick themselves up another win. LNG is going to be locked away. I love Equalizer and Bullet Time. That is a cool combo.
Be able to heal up with the pot and the biscuit, but still, really nice trade here for FPX early.
Yeah, we saw Hansama go for the... Oh, they're going in again.
Yeah, level 2 actually just gained it. Trimby's going to get taken down. That timing, utterly beautiful in first blood.
Early game team fighter just because of having the 1 level Equalizer, right? It goes back to what, like season 3-4, what Rumble was picked just so you could secure Drakes. And now that fight, it looks like Rogue still might want to opt into it, but it should be a lot harder.
You can see 3 versus 2 there in the mid lane as now Odoamne having to deal with Nogari. He's just going to combo him. Bombed him away as Crisp now down to about half health as Inspired has to safeguard his way out. Didn't want to go too deep on that one as Tien in the meantime is just taking Shelly by his lonesome. Odoamne looking to try and get down here. The flash forward from Nogari. It's a lot of damage, and that is the Rumble just taking down a solo kill for Nogari for the second for the game for FPX. But it's not over just yet. Trimby's still in the middle of this fight as Tien, the Heartbreaker, comes in. The bullet time is avoided. And and he gets himself out.
Person makes it so much harder, and now again a friendly deficit for Rogue. The Drake goes over to FPX as well. They should be able to
Can continue to move on forward. It's still a good team fight, and of course if you can layer all of those ultis together, things could definitely work out. As Noguri, no flash, remember. Larssen looks for the chains, doesn't find them, is now Noguri looking to turn it onto Odoamne, but he's just going to get burnt down, and Larssen picks up that kill in the end. Doimby turns up a little bit later. In the meantime, on the bottom side of the map, Rogue doing it again. It was really clean. Really, really nicely done. Only got hit by one bullet as well of that curtain call. Very nicely done. So certainly making things work is now
With so much here on the top side of the map, and he's LeBlanc, so that's just how it goes. It's really difficult to punish this champion. Now they're trying to set up here.
Chains connect. Yeah, Trimby gonna come on in, but he's a little bit too late. And yeah, Tian was just in the right place at the right time.
Caster curse there, I think a little.
Come on, Wolves. We're better than that.
As Inspired looking for it here as well as Tien's trying to keep himself alive. Doimby though, to protect his jungler, Crisp roaming up at the same time. Solar Flare's available as well. He can use it over this wall, but he blast cones in instead. Looks for the Zenith Blade, and he will find it. Still holding onto the ult. He still has even more CC available. In the meantime, it's another solo kill from Noguri somewhere on the map. I think it was on the bottom lane.
Almost against Damwon. I am reasonably fed, but flashing forward like that is Noguri.
There's the bullet time, just caught back in, I think, just a little bit.
I mean, you've got to be so careful.
Better, and there is the opportunity, but as Wolf already pointed out, there is a lack of lockdown, and it's not like FPX really has to hard force with the amount of range.
Inspired and Trimby both can't really get in there to sweep. They can't place deep wards. This means FPX can always threaten, and there's no fear that a LeBlanc is going to appear.
It's still going to be a flash forward, though, as there's the Glacial Fissure. LWX is going to avoid it, though, as in goes Inspired, gets the kickback, as Noguri's going to get taken down. The bullet time is huge as well, but Tien, he's getting all of the resets, and now the curtain call comes in. It's a double kill for the Jhin, and now the Realm Warp on top of Hans Sommer is now going to flash, not going to get deadly flourished, and Larsen's still alive as well. Tien needs to be a little careful here. They've been completely blocked from this Dragon Pit as well. It's like, yes, Rogue have some control around, you know, this opening around their mid-outer turret, but
yeah.
That ain't gonna do.
I like how you said that.
Yeah.
It's a time to which their composition can blow up a single target, like Nuguri, like Doimby, if mistakes are made. The proactive plays are going to have to continue to be there. Hopefully not the overextension like we saw before. Here's one of them.
Yeah, it's a big teleport to come on in here. Gale Force forward from Hans Sommer as Noguri is going to be dead yet again.
That's how you do it. You got to find picks like this.
Gotta go for Nash. Gotta try and force it as hard as you can, surely, but it looks like they don't want to take the risk, and I understand it because it is a really high risk, but at the same time,
Needs to win Crisp. He's too low. He can't actually go in now as the Drake looking to try and reset. They're not going to let it. Down to 2,000 health as Doimby immediately goes golden. Trimby's very low. Crisp flashing out there outside of the pit as Doimby looks to try and grab the Drake himself, but he's not able to. He stays alive though for so long. What was he, invisible? That was ridiculous. They're not able to take him out. And FPX lose no one. They do lose the Drake. Rogue saved that. But somehow, it is no one on FPX dying and then picking up.
the game has been how they've been able to play around their dominance in multiple lanes, make up the Baron, increase their gold leads.
In this game, very soon they can force a fight this way, and if Rogue don't respond, they slowly lose the game.
And as FPX, we shove in multiple lanes, we're going to fight these turrets. If we get an opening, cool. If not, just need to win the layer combo.
I mean, look at the items too. X-Drinker's up now for Nuguri. So Doimby's got his Banshee's Veil. Killing him even in this scenario is not very easy to pull off. In fact,
Yeah,
he's going to
this
turn
not
back.
even possible, as there's the flash out from Hans Sommer. He channels the bullet time, but Doimby was nowhere near it. He's able to get himself out of the way. Had no flash available, but he's still going to be all right. The curtain call comes in. That is going to be the Gale Force, getting Hans Sommer to relative safety. Trimby not going to be so lucky. He's got a big door, but unfortunately he doesn't have his life. And FPX with 5 members on the top side of the map think that this is their avenue into the Rogue base.
Certainly looks that way, even though we've had some Stormtrooper shots here for LWX this game.
You think I'm saying Rebel
No,
base?
no. I can't let LWX take credit for missing those. That's Hans Sommer going full Luke
Dodging.
Skywalker,
Yeah.
making sure that all of them miss. But as you point out, I don't know if it will matter.
To be honest, but they get that ward over. Larssen is spotted. And FPX just setting themselves up here in this river. There's another curtain call to come on
isn't
forward,
there.
and Inspired's going to step on the trap. And
He's
yeah,
not there.
he doesn't have the smite in this pit. That was very very, very strange. He was looking for the flank. Instead, he tries to brute force it here as the bullet time comes down. But Onivia has the best item in the game, and he's going to be completely fine. Now, LWX able to walk on in with guns blazing. It's a double kill so far. I believe that's the triple, as the teleport is going to get Larssen back to his base. But Nogari's there first, and he's looking to take down these Nexus turrets. This, I think, is it, ladies and gentlemen. FPX, they're going to be able to grab themselves the Mountain Soul, and then they'll finish off Rogue. That was very cute from Nogari as well, as he gets the solo kill to finish this one off. FPX looking so much better in this game. Move to 2.
If he steals something like the Cannon Ultimate or a Curtain Call, can also follow up on that. The Brom, though, I think into Fnatic specifically, the knowledge of where PSG was, that play that didn't really work out for either of them, but they found the shove afterwards. They're able to take control of the Dragon Pit, and getting an early Drake, especially after having seen 2 games today that were basically decided.
Is just going to be picked up. Cannon Barrage could have been used. I mean, we've seen Cannon Barrages steal things in that pit before, especially as LCK commentators.
Certainly. There are a lot of ways they could have come in a lot faster there.
Yeah, just didn't quite have enough people in position, and now Kyling's forced to flash, get himself out of the way. Bwipo's going to get first blooded, though. Hanabi flashes forward with his flaming sword. Now Maple with an opportunity. He's got his own slicing maelstrom and will clean up Fnatic. Better late than never here for Going to smite it. That was a whoopsie. And now, any advantage that you were supposed to get from the Rift Herald is non-existent.
I don't like it. I get so excited for Fnatic early games this tournament. I get so excited.
Yeah, well, the door is going to be shown to Fnatic now as both of them get knocked up with the Glacial Fissure. Kyling down very low as now Niski gets into the Cataclysm alongside Bwipo. He's going to get that work done, but it's a 1-for-1 as Bwipo's already been taken down. Maple still with the Undying Rage available. Bean not going to be able to get any further forward. He does, of course, have a lot of long-range abilities. As meanwhile, on the top side, picture-in-picture, there is a lot of work being done by Hanabi. As Adam going to be forced back home yet again. We'll have teleport if he wants to get back, but this is going to be the Drake taken away by PSG.
The scary part about taking fights like this as Fnatic in these skirmishes is that Maple gets to press R second over Niski in every fight, in every scenario. So if you do go too far, if you do go too deep, trying to look for these kills, there's no way out. There is a very easy punish available for PSG as long as Maple is nearby. So it's just so terrifying to commit. Lantern block!
Oh no, it's been what he's just able to walk out, but it was well blocked.
Yeah, I was scared for a second.
Well, now Maple's going to come through. Yeah, exactly right. Once again, extended exchanges. It's another concussive blows to come through to get that stun as now Niski, he's got his Undying Rage as well as Maple. He's going to proc his. That's the killing spree for the Silas. As, yeah, he unfortunately doesn't have the ability to press Q and get all of his health back afterwards, so he's just going to die to minion.
It's a bit dramatic. They're 1k gold behind. They have a composition that can still fight, but we can't get this lead extend, right? And it's not like the PSG side doesn't snowball well. And now Niski able to pick up both his guild force and also has the lethal temper, so he's going to put out an insane amount of damage. Unified.
Yeah, well, they're just going to dive straight underneath this turret before that teleport could even come through. Barrel's going to come up and going to be avoided completely. The Cataclysm comes on in, and Hanabi, unfortunately, this ain't it, my friend. He didn't have his Cannon Barrage and was just trying.
Basically going straight from EU Masters, but not like Adam did, where you win EU Masters and then you have like a split of LEC, but just straight to the World's group stage.
Teleport, and he could try to look for a flank here. He's got his ultimate available, but he's sticking with his squad for now. They're playing this so slowly, Fnatic are so safely here.
And Maple's the one actually looking for the flank, as you can see. Makeshift cannon, and in goes Adam. He's immediately exhausted. The rest of the team, they do need to try and follow up, but it's the flash out from Kylwing. Niski looking for the low health targets. He's going to take down Unified in the backline, and Bwipo's going to deal with Maple, who tried to do the same thing.
There is the immediacy of Fnatic. Even though Adam doesn't actually find anyone specifically with the Slicing Maelstrom, he does even exhaust and split up the fight. And that is
comes up to, when he goes to the sideline, it was bottom before, now the top side. He gets a turret, and the rest of his team goes with him. They're kind of setting up. But I mean, the beginning of the game, get that early Drake control. I know this is a big meme in the LCK whenever I call a game of LCK on that. But having that early Drake control is
That's
nice.
another Cataclysm. Bwipo deep underneath 2 turrets. He is going to get taken down, but can Fnatic find anything more? Niski now has to use the Undying Rage. Looks to try and spin his way out, but he's on top of a Cannon Barrage and will be tidied up. Adam with the ultimate, but only onto Maple, who uses the best item.
Rest of your that deep rider without the rest of your team to follow up, and also one of the most fed members in Niski isn't here.
Well, now the bullet time comes through. Hylissang going to flash out of the way. Is now Maple coming on in for the flank, but not going to get too much with his slicing Maelstrom that he stole away. Hylissang with a 3-man plays pretty good, but he's still dead. Saves possibly one of the members of Fnatic.
Tanky, don't really get a lot done. Do really like Fnatic's attempt that we don't get to see here now, or rather successful attempt at taking up the Baroness. That's
Going to get flashed on and killed.
Hey, I said it earlier, suddenly Tryndamere appears. And your side lane is and
no, that's Caedrel.
That's Caedrel.
I appreciate
you used to
being a little bit volatile sometimes, but PSG have also had some rough early games. RNG comes to mind, and now the trap being set again. We've seen this one before.
There's a lot of PSG members around here, but Niski is still very, very scary. Adam's going to teleport in. There's the slicing Maelstrom. The stand beside me comes on forward. Kaiwing staying alive. The exhaust comes in, and both of them are dead. And PSG, after tidying up both of the solo laners, are thinking about grabbing some more control around this Baron.
This is not what I had in mind when I was talking about the teleport coming in here from Adam to look for the big ultimate there, because they don't have enough follow-up damage. You hit the slicing Maelstrom, but you're not able to kill anybody, and this is just too little too late here.
Well, now Maple looking for more. Bwipo's going to get himself out with the help of Hylissang, though. And there's another bullet time to come through. The flash forward from Maple. He doesn't want to give this one up just yet. Still has the Undying Rage. Do so. Putting the flag down to help everyone out as well. It's down to half health. PSG have no idea. This is gone.
And they can even contest.
Yeah,
he
and
can't
Drake's
get
not
far
even up.
And they might be able to sacrifice Adam, but to get a Baron for this, you'll take that any day of the week. The flash comes in, there's the dash cannon as well. He stuns them up, Cannon Barrage comes on down, and yes, they managed to take the purple ninja.
If your team is sneaking a 2-man Baron, you don't have to shove in the bot wave. Like, you can take it a little bit slower. Adam investing a lot and actually getting taken down, but Fnatic,
He was baiting. It's totally trying to catch up.
They will get the Drake as well. They are able to get Adam's flash, and we'll see how big this Red Bull Baron power play ends up.
Baron to get themselves a lead that is going to be able to allow them to win as the cute little shot onto the turret, and then
We've already lost your Kennen. You didn't have map control.
yeah, I agree. I think it's actually really interesting because both teams, if left alone with turrets, like this game will just be over. And now he's made his way back to the rest of the team. PSG now just trying to tidy up the mid lane. It's great hook onto River from Hylissang, but they're not going to engage. Niski spotted out off to the side, checking their flanks. As Bean finds a deadly flourish. No Q from River.
Adam's
Hook
got flash.
again. These are magnetized.
There it is.
As there he goes, Adam finds the stuns. The slicing Maelstrom is just beautiful as Bwipo puts them into the Cataclysm as well. It's a good kick from River, and they haven't quite got the kills. It's a double from Onivia. Remember the amount of damage these barrels raining through as Bwipo's still got a smite, I guess. Looking to see whether they can steal this one away. He gets on in, not going to be secured. It's Hanabi that takes down the dragon of all people, and Fnatic
Like damage coming through.
And while I love the angle that Fnatic tried to go for, you also saw how ready PSG were, right? Like,
Is going to be exhausted on the side of Fnatic. I mean, it's really hard to win these longer engages because of that, these longer fights, rather, I should say. And unanswered for even a few seconds, these structures just disappear.
Yeah, Hanabi in that mid lane. He just needs one auto, decides he doesn't want to. It's not even worth
Hanabi basically has enough DPS to just win against everyone on Fnatic. If you can't find a gangplank, it's not enough, but go to
Great
Maple.
hook. As Maple is going to put down the Undying Rage. Gets himself out of the way. But that means that ultimate...
If they can win here, the game is still very much within their grasp.
They've got to kill somebody early in this fight. It needs to be either Unified or Hanabi, or both, ideally.
Oh, this could be the pickoff, though.
That's
Adam just destroys the Silas! His ultimate was better as the hook is going to connect from Hylissang as well, but he does take a lot of damage there as Unified throws down a defensive bullet time, but this will be the Ocean Soul for Fnatic, and Adam The young gentleman of the top lane just obliterated.
And I mean, you end up dying here in a straight up side 1v1 before the fight actually happens. We don't even get to discuss how the longer fight goes.
Check. Hook is easy there from Hylissang as well. And Kaiwing has to do this. He has to try and get some vision. As in goes Niski. Maybe didn't want to be doing that necessarily, but there is, oh dear, a turret shot in the sky. And the Undying Rage is going to wear off.
Well, where they're going to blow you up in seconds, and then that health regen doesn't matter with Maple.
Oh no, Maple out of the death chamber, maybe back in there as he's looking to try and just last for as long as possible. Bean wants this. The flash comes through. There's the curtain call. One of these bullets probably needs to connect, but not really, as the Cataclysm is going to close the gap, and Bean is going to connect it. And now PSG lose their...
Now, though, a little bit slow on the realization.
The Baron's down to 3,000. Okay, so they do have the vision available. Is Adam... Ults?
Have the cooldown available, though. It comes up very, very quickly. We're very deep into the game, but if PSG can push before that is available, the Maelstrom is such a big team fight moment.
Onivia is just nursing his barrels right now, waiting for that opportunity, waiting for Fnatic to step too far forward. Does have his cannon barrage. All of the cooldowns that PSG want are up and available.
Maple's about to have his teleport
no,
too.
there it is. That was the pick that they were looking for, and Hylissang unfortunately walks into the trap. This is going to be a free inhibitor. Damage.
Slicing Maelstrom is almost up.
Yep, the hijack on the Undying Rage as well as Adam. Gonna fake this one out, but Bwipo now just gonna flash away. Does have the Cataclysm available. River now looking for his opportunity onto Bean. There's the flash forward. Adam doesn't get exhausted. He's going to cut through the Braum, but I think the PSG can still fight with this one. Cannon Barrage now on cooldown, not actually hitting any of the members of Fnatic. As the curtain call comes on in. Not going to get too much joy here as Fnatic should be able to hold on to this one as Adam, underneath the relative safety of his inhibitor turret. And PSG are pushed away.
And I don't know if Hanabi can take on a turret by himself through the backdoor resistance that the turret gets. But what if he does?
He has a lot of items.
River?
Now River. Okay, he's now going to look for the kick. Does find it onto Bean here. Gale forces to get himself out of the way. Cannon Barrage not exactly finding the value that they want. Is Hylissang going to flash out? Gets that hook back in as well. Bwipo decides that he just wants to dive straight on top of PSG. Maple looks for the backline as well. There's the slicing Maelstrom. The CC is beautiful under Maple. He's thrown around like a ragdoll, but he keeps himself alive. 1 versus 4, that was ridiculous, and PSG, they can see that one last Nexus.
This might be it here.
Yeah,
it looks like
Niski
it
was
is.
trying to do it.
He was trying so hard, man, but Fnatic, they cross the map, they see an opportunity, they thought they could take the fight to PSG, but they fall flat in the end.
There is so much damage, and this Nexus is not going to stand a chance. It was so heartfelt from
lines. It's going to be Jax. Oh my god, this trap from TL. They are going
in the lane, and you can get help from Trundle there.
Yeah, but we are seeing the Trundle go for that level 2 they were just talking about. Freak. Alfari now jumping in.
Okay, looking for the stun. He's going to be able to dodge for a little bit, but be careful. Walks in to find the stun here as well. Now the Q is the important part. Jump back to a minion or a ward. He's going to buy enough space that he'll be all right. The flash fall. They've got the slows, and Alfari has no way out. First blood comes through as Flick of the 3 can't clear in the top lane.
Right away. We've seen Irelia doing quite well in this matchup. When she gets her passive stacked up, Celis just can't go for those extended trades.
Will they make over
They're going to find the stun. They're going to find the taunt as well. The teleport coming back in as well. They're going to bring over the Ziggs. Is it going to be enough damage? The flash follow. And yes, CoreJJ with Ignite gets the second kill of the game. 1-1 so far, close in goal.
This is support diff. CoreJJ coming in, trying to show Ruler what he's missing here.
Nice fight in the mid line. Okay, low health on Jensen, but he's going to be okay as well. 200 HP with BDD. Hold him into a turret shot, so it's going to be the wave shoved out. This is a 3v2. Tough to get much done, but CoreJJ dangerously low. 100 health left, has a shield with a stun. The pillar is up. Is that going to be a kill? Yes, Clid takes him down 2-1 Gen G.
BDD really.
It looks like they're trying to cover Alfari, knowing something can happen. Portal might be punished.
Gonna be a stun, level 6 on both top laners here. Bertle pretty low, finds himself a stun, but the taunt is in. Santorin finds himself a kill. Assist only onto Alfari and only 75 gold for that.
Championship than they were before. I feel like that's why we've been seeing a lot of these side lane comps thrive a bit more.
Fight in the mid lane now. Good stun on Jensen. Ult comes across as well. The pillar is into the head. The damage to kill him. He's getting low, and he gets the dodge zone. Just in time. CoreJJ's there, but Clint's still able to follow in and find that kill. Nearly getting CoreJJ as well. Life under the turret. Support diff indeed. The turret is going to get him back. so Santorin gets a kill graciously, but it's Gen G in control.
Aggressive here in the mid lane. They know TL want to try to attack this place, but Gen G has been better at it. Clit has been dominating here.
But now we're looking at Santorin. Alfari stacking the wave. They could set up this dive.
BDD does have teleport though, so this is a bit of a tough one, I think, to try to pull off. We'll see if they're going to go for it, and if the TP will come out immediately.
Okay, here we go. Mid lane's showing up now as well. Ulti going to buy a little bit of time, but they're still going to find that first stun, the second stun, and Burdall's burning down, and he will die. Turdago dropped, and now Jensen finds himself alone under the turret. They're going to be able to reset on this one. Half health should be enough to survive the fight. BDD looking aggressive. 100 HP left on a Jensen. Gets a second Q for a heal, but the pillar makes sure that BDD can land that final shot. It's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, really nice. Gen G have had like
Whole tower.
slightly better map movements than Team Liquid. Kills have been close, but now this is just coming down to cash money diff. They're getting more.
This is 2,000 gold in the mid lane at 11 minutes. That is...
Hit him just the wrong direction. He thought he was pushing him in to go top focused, and sadly all they've gotten is a kill and 9 CS top side. It's looking really good for Gen G as once again everyone comes around. Birdall finds himself in a 1v4, but his jungler and support are on the way, so Santorin has to pay respects now as the pillar comes in, hits to the side, and now running out of stats, he's got to be careful. Birdall dives in, Jensen's around, here comes a team fight. Does TL find the way back in as Ziggs falls the bot side? 2-for-1 so far on the top though for TL, but BDD is here to take some names and add them to the list. It's going to be everyone on Team Liquid dropping across map. Ace, Gen G came to play.
Yeah, and I feel like a big thing in that place, Gen G got to win everywhere on the map, right? Clid was up on top side taking the Rift Herald. We saw TL cross-mapping quite nicely, but
I think you can just start sieging aggressively. Like, you don't have to play this game very clever when you are this here to cover it.
yeah, and I feel like that's one thing Gen G's doing really well, right? Because there's no easy neutrals on the map that you can take. No Dragon, no Baron for a while. BDD, though, going one with Jensen.
Battling with Jensen. Gromp gets claimed by BDD. Helper's getting low on both sides. Ziggs here to assist. Stopwatch buys a bit of time, and now Clid has arrived, and Jensen nearly finds it, but not enough. BDD gets the last of the kill, and now we find a topside dive, but Life will stun them out of the turret, and that means it's going to be curtains, though, for the Camille. BDD back in, whiffs the stun. Maybe something comes in. Quadrante flashes away from the bullet time. However, Ruler's still here to shoot, and that might be Santorin dropping, but Life has to burn the stopwatch. Now, Jax is back in, but cannot get that kill, and it's time for TL to run away. If someone's in range, they're going to find the kill.
Picks put some pain on Alfari if you are able to catch him out. And for Team Liquid, you're just going to keep playing away from that, go towards the opposite side of the map, trying to get the jungle camps you can, and it's just getting out for a Baron, which will be up soon, and then you probably can try and pull them out of their base and force a fight.
Before I get some damage into Birdall, but yet down the point where TL have caught up. But you always wonder, is a team ever at some point too safe? As Clid now is going to go ahead and tower knife tactical. The slow is in, it's going to force the flash. So indeed, not too safe.
On the inhibitor towers, they just know how strong they are. If BDD and Clid are there, TL basically can't do anything, and they already lost one inhibitor tower. They're about to lose the second unless TL are willing to fight.
Looks like they are willing to fight for it as Jack stays in the top lane, want to defend the 4v5, pulling the TP, and now Jensen getting low. Ziggs ulti goes on a Ruler, forcing him back, kills. Oh, it's a 2-for-1 so far. Team Liquid may have defended the base for now. Quadrante is in for the third kill, and the fourth, and 800 gold shutdown. Oh. Gen G went to take a fight, and it blew up in their face.
Oh, they're trying to dive the inhib.
Those riskier routes of closing out the game.
This is why.
Never go for that. That's not risky. That's suicide.
All right, they got to burn this one down. Spite should be easy. Yes, indeed it is. Birdall's here alongside Ruler. Jensen has the flash.
Here. Yes, they do force out the TP, but so much damage is being done from this tower that has been heated up. Alfari getting
keep building up. Gen G, though, I will say, I still feel like they're favored in team fights as of now.
I mean, they are. They're
Absolutely.
up about 3,500 gold, but you can buy a lot of time with the Baron and 4 kills, and so indeed TL going to sit back in their base as Birdall wants in, burns the ulti, and Tactical is under fire, gets a lock, it gets to interrupt the ult, but he will still drop. As BDD claims the shutdown now himself, and Gen G may just try again.
Ultimatum, but they're still positioning for this. I don't know why they're not taking mid inhibitor though, Zale.
It looks like they just want to try to end the game. They're just looking for a rinse and repeat. This time it will be a 5v4. Because Tactical is dead for 25, but it's so much easier to take the mid lane inhibitor first, get the pressure there, then go somewhere else. They don't need
out soon as well, and it will make Gen G's life a lot easier looking for those aggressive pushes.
Yeah, the Rebel Baron power play is a solid 600 gold. That actually may still out of the dot, though. Clid is going to now be taunted.
Got no
Indeed,
flash.
gets the scuttle, so that's some money in his pockets. But as he's stunned up, he's still going to try to buy some time. Puts the pillar down. Now Aurelia's in for a bit more as well. They should have the damage, and indeed, finally a kill is answered. 300 gold goes to Core JJ, the kill leader of
It's clearing these waves. Level 3 Zigzag this early is punishing.
Might fight soon.
But look at mid lane.
Look at Santorin. BDD coming behind, and yes, Bordeaux can go for the base itself. He's going right in for it, so you gotta watch for this one. Nice smite comes through for Clid. Other team fight comes in, but Camille wants the base. How much time will they buy? BDD with the ulti, as Santorin's coming in for a bit more, but Nexus Turrets are gonna be dropping pretty soon. BDD is down, 1-0, but you have to defend the Nexus, and that's gonna happen here, as Alfari is there to fight his 1v1 again.
Brutal
Third
get
dragon came through for Gen G. The question is, can the Camille be caught, though, as she runs around, has a blast plant to hit, and Santorin, without an ulti, he's going to find the knockup, going to find a slow. There's the last auto. There is the stun. So that should mean the kill. Bullet time is big. Santorin versus Zonius, and Core JJ goes down. The ult comes across for Ziggs. It's still going to be a tight fight. GA popped. Jensen, can he get on the ruler? Sterex popped. Running out of health. Life could be next. The damage comes in, and Clid continues to carry the game. How about Tactical? He's in a 2 versus 3. Bit of a 1 versus 3 as Alfari not nearby as well, but Clid is armor stacked, and Tactical wants to find this.
Be worried about the turn from BDD in Life, and it looks like he's just going to have to give it up. I'm not even sure that he's aware it's going down. TL will lose the Baron. They're way down in gold here.
Oh! One like Alfari, they are just going to use these cannon minions to slowly chip down at these structures. And for Team Liquid, it looks like they're just hoping to find an angle where they can get a good fight, but Gen G playing it nice and slow.
Ruler walks up for the turret. After getting knocked back once, he's able to knock that one down. Bruno gonna be stunned up. Now ulti coming across. They might go for the play, but he immunes the stun. Still gonna be able to find that first kill. 5v4 in the map. However, bottom inhibitor is down. The turret was already killed. Core JJ dropped a little bit there as well. Team Liquid lose a turret. Here comes the dragon fight. Last time around, Clid won the smite fight. If he gets it here, it is Dragon Soul for Gen G.
Alfari is just looking to try to get a potential angle here for the flank. And Bertel continuing to push mid. Jensen has to sit back. Whoever TP's first could potentially get interrupted by the other one, but TL does have the positioning here, and they are going to grab the dragon. Now, can they get back to base? Gen G doesn't want to commit for it. They're just trying to take the inhibitors top.
Instantly burn the teleports, don't lose too much of the base. They're gonna go for a top lane inhibitor turret. Decent damage there, but not gonna kill it right away. Oh, damage onto Alfari. Wave 3 means the turret might switch aggro, and BDD will not be stunned. Goes gold, and Birdall back in. Alfari quite low. Bullet time comes across. Locket buys a bit of time, but Alfari loses the Guardian Angel. Jensen has to be careful, has his own GA, but does Alfari live? Yes, he does. Stun not gonna land from Santorin. Disengage is safe from Gen Angel. So we traded BDD Zonia's for Alfari's GA, and that item spike, yeah, it's nice to have, but now it's an on cooldown Guardian Angel, so it's barely worth the stats you're paying for in the first place. And now they're gonna try for him yet again. Puts the dodge up, but be careful. You're not coming back from this one for his last life. Alfari may die as Birdall gets the kill, gets the shutdown, and they may go for the base off the 5.
If they had those, I feel like being a bit more confident, maybe trying to end, still could have been suicide, but with yourself
What point of that we get to.
And I just don't think TL can afford to give over that soul. I really do think they have to fight for it. We'll see if they agree or if they are willing to sit back a little bit more. And right now, it's a 3-1-1 here for Gen G. They have Bertel and bot. BDD's pushing in mid, and they have this 3-man squad here pushing up top, and they're just looking to get that triple inhib here and seal the deal here by locking TL into their base.
Ruler no longer earns gold. Alfari going to be TP'd upon. His teammates coming now as well as Core JJ is in there, but Alfari, despite the locket, will go down. 1-0. Core JJ not going to find anywhere to go.
That's going to do it.
The TP, I believe, was canceled, and that should be the game. Gen G made it close to their own volition, but the jungle and mid difference were just too good. Santorin going to fall. Jensen going to be next up as Tactical is going to drop for the 3rd time this game. Gen G go to 2-1, knocking down Team Liquid. The Nexus to follow.
Gen G looking extremely strong in this one. Really nice game, I think, especially coming.
Have the MF ulti coming across. I'm getting so excited for this pick that probably is
It's
never
impossible to be dead at 0-3 until there's more games played. But yes, Cloud, I would love to find the first win for the LCS on the day.
Oh no.
Oh, Blabber, he's face checking in at 2, gonna find himself quite a bit of damage with a dash and nowhere to go. First blood is claimed.
And now he's gonna lose his red buff. And now he's gonna
pretty telegraphed coming out from Dot1, right? When you have the Graves up in this matchup topside, when you have also a winning mid-jungle matchup, engage!
A good stun though, and Sven's out of health. Ghost is burning. and I believe he will die. However, Jin got the kill, and Vulcan on Leona got
to
it.
look for something happening. And this bot lane is somewhat vulnerable because they have to reset the wave. So that's why Vulcan never actually based. Sven is trying to pretend as though Vulcan isn't here. He does get spotted by the sweeper. Nice sweeper there from Barrel. But if they go up too far forward, Ghost has no flash. Here they go.
Stun, TP, they're bringing Blabber down as well. And they know Ghost is out of summoners. That should be enough to get the kill. And Sven is able to get the kill credit. Perk shows up for an assist. A little bit of money. A single plate taken in the bottom side, but already 2 for Damwon Kia down there. Second plate taken in the top lane as well. So 4-1 on that score. And now he wants in onto Canyon as TF comes to arrive. Good damage. They might just burn down the Kiana, but hold on. First, they're going to kill off Xin Zhao. 1v1, 1-4-1 as now Barrow wants to jump the wall, stunned up, but gets the space to go back to safety. Take a turret shot, but this turret is falling, and the waves are not giving gold or XP to Fudge. Now, a fight in the bottom jungle. Blabber stunned up, turns invisible, but that doesn't help you against Twisted Fate. Ult comes around to stun the opposing jungler, but Canyon's still there for the flash follow and gets that kill. Now the bullet time is going to find the opposing AD carry, but not enough for lethal damage. And he's still
It just doesn't really make any sense to me. And yes, Blabber did get put behind, and maybe that has kind of thrown a wrench in their gears because he did get first blood at level 1, then lost his red. So maybe they were thinking he was going to get up there. And now they are trying to make a 3-man play here, shut down Khan.
Should look pretty good. Flash stun's going to land absolutely everything. Blabber's in for the rest of it. Gets the shield bow, pops, and finally goes down. But Vulcan gets the kill credit. Perks even burns his TP for, which means bot lane is now under fire as well. Means he won't be dove, but mid lane is under fire. Mid lane will fall.
I feel like that exact play shows exactly what means up elsewhere, but at the same time, like you said, vice versa. Had you ignored him and gone bot, well, then you just don't.
Pretty good on this one, and I do think top lane is the place to put the Herald down. It's where Jax has already lost some turret damage before, but hold on, Vulcan's in for a play. Ulti's coming over the top, and Canyon is unable to ult to the very end. Gets the Gore Drinker, but it's not going to be enough. So now Ghost is going to find himself stunned, not able to get away from Fudge, and Cloud9 may look for those 2 kills. Fudge able to solo kill the bot laner.
That's huge for Cloud9. We did it.
I'm just saying, the 3K gold lead might be nice. This Dragon would probably be pretty good for the side of Cloud9.
That's what we're trying to tell everyone from the very beginning.
Herald bot, let's see what they can do here. Pushing pretty aggressively, and this time, Damwon does have 5 members down here.
Perk stunned again, Perk's rooted in place, Perk stunned a 3rd time, and now burns a stopwatch. Gets the flash away. They're going to body block the rest of it. Gold card not going to find the kill, and Perks will limp out with his life. Of course, bot lane tier 2 still has fallen, and there is still more gold in the pockets of Damwon Kia.
Front of Baron.
Yeah, as they step up, it reminds me, okay, going for the Realm Warp, going for top side. Canyons in the top, they're going to be stunned up. Here comes TF, though. It's a 4v3 for now. Bullet time not bad, then a Showmaker forcing him out. Now they got to try to finish off the kill, but it's not happening. Stun comes through for Barrel and Vulcan. He is going to fall. Next up is going to be Fudge. Yes, pushed right down, and now it's going to be the 3rd kill. Looking for the 4th. Sven is on his way out, dodges all the shots, but a great answer. Damwon Kia stopped the push. They stopped the kill.
I feel like another pivotal factor in that fight was Barrel, right? Sure, Canyon bought all the time, but he comes in, he finds a nice engage to lock everyone down.
Baron creates a 4v3 type situation with the TP coming in from Fudge. Barrel and Ghost were pretty far away from the initial start of the play, but they couldn't get the kill. And now we're going to see Vulcan falling down here on the bottom lane. Damwon pushing up through this bot lane. You can see Ghost escorting the wave. And they're going to look. And
now comes the actual siege. Inhibitor itself probably going to fall. Yeah, they're playing quite aggressively, posturing up and leaving the dragon up. That's not the important part. Xin Zhao is heading back to it now, but they're going to guarantee the inhibitor first in time as they keep it going with the Red Bull Baron power play.
Yeah, you know, Freak, I'm kind of disappointed you two that went out in the end to break the 3rd wall. I was really excited to say Red Bull Baron power play, but I still threw it in there. Damwon is going to be able to do a lot with it.
They see you there. Yeah. The jig is up.
But still, these types of Hail Marys are the plays you need to be looking for, but Damwon know what they're doing. Khan making his way down, the siege coming through in mid, and just very methodical coming out from DK.
Executioner is there, and that's about it.
Ooh, Destiny Gate.
Finds himself a root, a little bit of damage, wants to get the move speed, but now we got to fight in the bottom side. Stun's coming across Blabber, gets Hysterics popped, trying to kill off Barrel, and he has a stopwatch, so he's not going to go down. Locket now pop Vulcan, about to die, he wants to get away from Jin, sidesteps it, stays alive for now, but Ghost finds the shot in the end, and knocks down Cloud9's support.
Themselves as Baron, which also should help set up for the Ocean Soul.
Yep, Blabber is heading down towards that dragon. Cloud9 going to throw one Hail Mary for it, but Damwon have time, just run something happen. I don't hate the play, because if you just give it up, the game's done.
Absolutely. So they're going to try their very hardest, but the reveal has come through. Showmaker sees all, and in fact goes for the flank play, finds a stun on a perch as their follow through. Yes, Khan is in. Stopwatch burn, Vulcan nearly dead. Second half of the fight now begins as the front line is Barrel being pushed backwards. Decent damage coming across, a stun onto the Graves. Barrel will go down, 1-0, but big damage still coming across. Stun into the vent. Good cleanse. Fudge has a shield and jumps back to safety. Still waiting on the rest of that fight as we're waiting for the ultis to come back. Kill comes in, 1-0 so far. Sven about to fall for the second. Damwon-Kia have too much gold, and they are just beating down the opposing squad. Fudge will not find the stun. He will immune a card, but he will still die in the end, rooted in place and killed indeed. Sure, get some clarity, get some mana, but Cloud9 have lost 3 for 1.
Soul here, Cloud9, trying to make some.
And they're just going to keep up the push. I like that the CP comes out. They realize they can look for the end. Still 20 seconds on Fudge. So they are going to have a man advantage while looking for this.
Still walking up from the mid lane, but not enough to matter here. Yes, indeed, bottom inhibitor will fall. Baron buff still on for a full minute. Means that Cloud has a flash and 2 ult. This makes it all too easy for Damwon-Kia to get the rest of the base.
Yeah, Showmaker ulted up to that top wave. They already had that prepped as well, so it's an easy triple inhib. The minions flooding in here, and Damwon are marching on the Nexus.
Here we go. The final 2 turrets to kill, and the Nexus itself. It'll be a 32-minute win for Damwon-Kia on the way to a 3-0 start to the group stage. Taking down all of their opponents so far and waiting for the second week's games. Quick route onto Perch. Stun gonna come across, but not a whole lot though. Vulcan just gonna drop here. Stun won't be found by Barrel. Now he gets into 1 as Blabber's gonna get low, and he's going to fall. Ghost is dominating 7, 3, and 4. A huge factor in these games. Khan is just too tanky. Ocean still helping here as well as Canyon and Fudge find themselves in a battle, but this Jax just cannot get it done. It was picked last. It did not succeed. The KDA's padded a little bit more, and Damwon-Kia 3-0 in the group stage.
Really dominant first side laners. You're going to hopefully look to make picks, kite out, play from a distance using things like the Glacial Fissure. And now for DFM, it's all about looking.
Try here. Now again, level 6 is in for TF, but not anyone else. Mako coming around, spotted actually by Steel, so they know they've got an enemy support, but now he's far enough away. You can maybe go for the try. Yes, they're going to look. They know he's flashless. They got to land the stun, and they will do so. They got to get the damage over, and yes, happy birthday, Arya, first blood.
Nicely done. Get that timing, just reject the TF right as he arrives. At the very least, it will buy you so much time. And Steel heading over here.
Okay, Arya gonna take a bit of damage, but Jit pushed on a half HP. Stun comes in on a scout, and that is a stolen Lee Sin kill.
Oh,
That's gonna be in second!
Let's go!
Oh my word! Jungle mid diff for the LJL squad. Detonation, focus me on the board.
Birthday present for him. Arya giving himself a birthday present. If they will be able to keep up this momentum and find the win. EDG looking to be the aggressors now.
Finds a stun. Jit forced to flash away. Flash dodges Flandre's damage, and Evie's here. That means it's time to get away. It's going to be a tough one to go in. Here comes the stun onto the wall, and Flandre has been flayed. Jit's next up. A quick point and click stun. Scout flashes to safety, but Steel wants in. Not going to get any more, but DFM, even for the Korean imports, I put that in quotes, by the way, because their only league for Arya and Gank has been the LJL. They're basically just native Japanese players as far as the only pro they've played. Their first time in the group stage, they're crushing everybody. Here comes the first kill, here comes the second. Ginger running away under his turret, and yes, he will survive.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to be doing anything until you at least have something like a Sorelda's Grudge later on in the game, but we are nowhere close. And Evie looking for the 1v1 again. He does so much damage.
There is the Eclipse Power Spike, though. That does change things around a little bit. Nicely timed, gets rid of the To The Skies, and yeah, he's going back to the ground real fast.
Yeah, that was risky for Flandre. I think that Evie thought someone was behind him, because when you get that stun, he could have just done the point blank ult. He's going to go for it now.
Crossfire Gauntlet means it's slow. Red buff going to mean more as well. Point blank ulti. Wants the solo kill, not going to get it. And now it might be Jeja getting the kill. Waits it out. That's going to be a dash back. It doesn't matter. Gets the kill. On the board finally is EDG as Steel can't. That said, they guarantee the 150 bonus gold does not go Viper's way. Doesn't get his own first turret gold. Arya gonna knock down top. 2 in the turret score. Next dragon spawns in 30 seconds. If JJ runs right now, you know, sometimes let down, but here we go. In this one, I get to see a victory screen no matter who wins. Dragon is going to be claimed indeed. DF passive, technically the reason why it's happened. DFM have sort of earned more gold than EDG at this point in time, but again, it's still changed hands, and Gang is just deleted. There's number one. Now it really is an EDG lead. Evie here on the flank, wants to go to the Viper, can't get him though. Kick back, a knock him as well. Steel nearly dies, and Arya may just do so. Evie shuts two back, a flash to safety, barely Arya will.
Their comp is so good at sieging, they should be able to guarantee this one. Unipon, be careful.
They're going to go for the second best way forward in this game. If they start getting shy around Dragons, it's going to be difficult for them to kind of advance the game forward.
Steel wants in, Gang gonna flash, and they're gonna find Lee Sin. Second Sun's gonna come through as well. Will he die is the question. Gore Drinker buys a ton of time, and he's gonna stay alive. Jin opens up, they're gonna find a slow and a Mako. Could be the option, stunned up and killed indeed. Pretty good timing here. Dragon spawning in 45 seconds. Evie's still around in the back line. Very tanky, not easily threatened. Are you gonna miss his stun though? Here comes the damage output, and Evie is finally gonna burn down. Kick comes in, and it's gonna be a cleanup crew. DFM forced to run. Unipon alone, but Scout is here, and the Scout's code means you leave no man behind. All of DFM.
Freak, they're getting the Baron, they're getting mid lane turret. This should be even able to secure the first Dragon for themselves. EDG are taking everything.
Yeah, EDG team fighting strikes again here. I have to say, I felt like Unipon just held that all.
See though, the vision control coming out from EDG, the fact that they have this Jace, I feel like it's impossible for DFM to be able to walk in.
Yeah.
They got the first two Dragons for themselves, so it's not like they need to worry about EDG.
More about the fact that this is probably the only way we can come back now.
Yeah, they're worried about the 7,000 gold lead. They're worried about the fact that Viper is online, teaching top lane, 3,100 gold to the Red Bull Baron power play. Top lane tier 2 about to be joining in. Going to be closer to 4,000 gold when it happens.
And, you know, this is where EDG's composition thrives, right? All 5 enemies right in front of you, able to dish out that poke, doing so well in a siege scenario. You have
the map and into orbit, but still, the rest of the squad is here to push it down. The cannons are back in range, and the inhibitor turret will fall. 28 minutes in, and you would be forgiven if you didn't think this game started 5-0.
Looking to just try to finish this one off. You can see the waves coming in, but Talon is actually looking for a flank here. One last desperation play potentially coming in from DFM.
Here we go, big play coming in, gonna stun the front line, but Braum is in the way. Rampage picked up, that's the name LJL fans have seen before, but this time around, it's EDG making it happen. Viper on a killing spree, and a kickback not gonna matter. Mako stays alive. Good snipe coming through for Unipon. A second kill coming through as well. The trap, I believe, is the reason that even happened. But you can see the fight still.
Look at topside super minions coming in. You just sit on the fact that Dragon's coming up. They know that they need to do something now if they want to have a chance.
Yeah, but with Gang in base and Ari actually answering top, they just can't do anything. Viper lights up Evie, and now they can close in. You can see mid and bot already chunked out pretty low. These towers are going to go down fast.
There we go. Turret going to fall. And the inhibitor going to be next up on the docket. 30 seconds still for Evie to respawn. Yeah, not going to be a problem here. As now mid lane can be attacked. Look, Scout makes his way over. That's going to be another turret down. And honestly, in a 4v5, there's no way you fight for this inhibitor. You get this one up away as well, and now you fight for the double Nexus turrets. But as the waves come in, the 5v4 siege may be enough. They can end the game right here. Dragon's going to be ignored. The Nexus is the target. Second turret falling, waiting for Evie still for 8 seconds. And health bars are too low to keep fighting. So EDG just going to walk it in as DFM finally take the fight. They get the stun, but can they kill Lee Sin? JJ able to get out pretty easily. The root comes in, and down goes Steel. Looking for the fight still in the 4v5. Evie in the front line, quite tanky, but not gonna matter. 3 more kills. Nexus falls. Edward Game.
Which is a fantastic matchup. So this blind pick from Poppy actually giving them a lot of value.
It's very interesting also.
Draft. Oh my
the way
gosh.
we've gone down kind of the rabbit hole of the...
Could be a 3v3 on bot.
Carrier not going to be in range to help just yet. Ward comes down. Owner going to take the first half of the queue and going to get the shield now as well. FBI is exhausted. FBI has to flash back to safety. The follow-through could be there, and it's first blood. Owner grabs it. Ignited, but survives out of the turret.
And I just love
Now
that
River with closer, so could potentially be a 4v4 if Faker wants to join.
And we're going to have some, they take a battle with Kana, maybe try to get him away from teleporting, but big damage. Kana could nearly tower dive him. Tidal Wave comes in. There's going to be a fight in the bottom side. No knockups really to be had. Gumayushi drops a bit low as the Lulu ult comes across. The flash follow, but he heals back up with the red ulti. Closer still wants in. Flash comes in, and they will get the rest of the damage. Finally, 1 kill on the board for 100 Thieves. Herald still gets...
you have like so much of a window to make a play, and all you lost for it was, okay, Gumayushi did die. So I think this is now T1's turn, but 100 Thieves once again being the aggressors.
Oh, misses the chain again. Owner just sidestepping it, but maybe find a pillar. Keep in mind,
He's
community.
available on fail to chase.
Flashless,
Yeah, here it
Carrier
is.
gonna flash the bubble, and here comes Faker. Here
They're
comes
all
Owner for the
dead.
stun, and that's gonna be one easily. Kana looking for a bit more, finds the second kill, a solo onto the Nami. Nowhere for the Trundle to go either. Closer has some stats for now. Ulti gonna land. That's gonna be a root onto Abadaga as Owner shows up for kill number 3 and 4. It gets rid of a clone.
Massive lead now, but for 100 Thieves, come on, that's basics. Tracking Herald, but T1 are moving up to contest.
A slow one to Owner. A chance to knock down this Rift Herald for some damage onto a turret, waiting for the eye to be popped. And it won't quite be in smite range. Smite fight, and it is going to Owner. Thank you very much for the leash.
Oh, Kana has flash ulti.
Finds the stun. Big damage on the close, and needs his ulti come off now, but it's already deletion. He is gone. The rest of the bot lane already dead. Closer limping away with the slip of the health, but it's just everyone dying. Owner's on a killing spree. Faker spots it. Closer. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You are dying here as well. 4-0 on the fight, and T1 are slaughtering.
And overall, I feel like it's just been everything across the board for T1. Really nice early game pathing coming out from Owner. Nice early game plays. I love the draft overall. And the team fighting as well has been on point as Abadaga not going to get away.
Faker gonna heal in for the gold card to get into range. Abadaga gonna go for the guesswork. Sorry, buddy. This time they found it out, and that's gonna be him dropping. So mid lane tier 2 also gonna drop. Thank you, second Rift Herald game against 100 Thieves.
Yeah, this is just an absolute blasting at this point. T1 got the
T1's, okay, he technically, you know, there is footage already, but T1 scouted the rest of this team by themselves, and here they are, back at Worlds.
Ooh, Faker did not scout out this play coming out from 100 Thieves, though.
Good stun, good damage, flash, maybe to safety, not Closers here. Big shutdown on the Trundle, so a bit of gold back in the pockets, but it's still fighting down a nearly 9.
Other teams as well. Even we just watched EDG scout, of course, coming from that organization. Definitely historic with the players that they have been able to bring up.
It's also interesting because they're one of the few top teams over the years.
Game where T1's here and Closer loses. You know, when he was a mid lane sub, Closer lost. Rotation into the western jungle. Ready to siege yet another turret. Nearly crushing that 10,000 gold difference. Someday, nearly another turret. He's dead to this. Ulti, big stun, big heal. Gore Drinker not gonna be enough. Kana went for early grievous wounds that made the difference, and down goes Someday.
Man, I mean, he is just so fed. 2.5 items, didn't even need to use the stopwatch there. Solo kills Someday under the inhibitor tower splits, I guess it is, where Domino's won back-to-back-to-back titles. They did challenge them in the finals this year and did push them pretty hard. 100 Thieves trying to contest here, but it's just too
He gets the Baron, but is it going to be much more? A clutch smite to be sure. However, it's still one kill picked up. Faker finds a tidal wave. Kana sidesteps and doesn't find his way in for a slicing maelstrom. So
T1 definitely could have done a much better job preventing that.
you know, Someday can barely tax some minions, despite the Baron buff, despite it being plus 1,000 gold for Red Bull Baron power play. It's been T1. Kana gonna take some damage, has to burn the Zonias. Ulti onto 3 is a big root, and that might be the team fight. FBI gotta cleanse and run away. Inhibitor still going to fall. Now, will they find a battle here? Owner.
To match in time. I like 100 Thieves looking for that topside play. It goes back to what you were hitting on earlier, Zil. What's happened there? So he's gonna be doing a ton of damage. Abba realizing what he needs to look for, just kind of weaving in and out of these fights, trying to hit a chain and set something up. But I don't really think they should have the opportunity, but I look wrong.
Cannot get over the wall, so they're going to have a hard time joining Someday here. Wants to stun Owner. Decent damage. Stopwatch burn Faker here, but not a lot of damage out of him either. Owner going to get back to safety to the rubble of his turret.
Here comes Kennen.
And Kennen, yes, Someday has to mark it, but he can't find the stun. The flash is too soon. Kana plays it beautifully, kills off 2, and Someday is going to be next. Gets a heal, it's not gonna matter. And it's time for T1 to march into the 100 Thieves base.
Yeah, Kana coming out so big. 100 Thieves trying to find the pick, but T1 just keep pulling off such insane games. Individually, looking super good here today.
Kana is just playing out of his mind in this one on the Kennen, destroying 100 Thieves. They're pushing in through top. They'll grab another inhibitor. Supers are already on the Nexus towers, but T1 down 100 to 0. Otherwise, you got no chance at all.
You know, as the LPL caster watching the LCK versus LCS game, this gold lead.
Decent damage on a carrier. They find one for nothing. Kana gets a stun onto the 2 frontliners as it is going to be Trundle dropping. It's a 4v4 doable. Gumayushi, he gale forces forwards and just finds himself the kill as the FBI try to open up, but gets shut down instead. Huhi going to drop, and Faker finds the kill onto Huhi. It's time to get away from this one. It's time for T1 to march straight down the mid lane.
You know, 100 Thieves did everything they did with so much confidence. I kept believing they could bring it back, but T1 are just too far ahead. They have the death timers. They're going to be able to just push into the base and look for the close.
Somehow a 2v4 defense has to happen as Carrier respawns inside the fountain. The Son of Abadaga. Faker a little bit low. Owner in there as well. Doesn't quite find the kill, but Gumayushi going to find himself the turret. And now the Nexus is open. The Nexus will drop. And T1 in under 30 minutes take down their primary competition and are in control of second place so far in the group.
Well played game by T1.